Welcome back to VETS 2, your go-to channel for everything veterinary. In today's video, we are diving deep into something every veterinary student should know, and that is how to calculate passing requirements based on the MSV 2016 guidelines. MSV. First, let's talk about the foundation of our exams, the MSV 2016 guidelines. MSV stands for Minimum Standards of Veterinary Education. These guidelines set the framework for exams, passing marks, grading your scores, and also setting your curriculum and syllabus for every subject in veterinary sciences. MSV also ensures quality education in veterinary sciences. Now, why passing marks requirement calculation is important? Like, without knowing your requirement, you cannot plan for your upcoming exams, internals and externals, what to study, what not to study. Requirement calculation is a boon to every student in veterinary sciences in India. The faster you know it, the better for you. Basic marks required to pass. Let's break down the basic marks required according to the MSV 2016. You must score 50% in theory and 50% marks in practical, separately to pass. Yes, that means you need to pass both theory and practicals, and then combined you should also again get 50% marks. No shortcuts here. Now we'll come to the actual calculation of passing marks. Now let me explain the calculation of requirement with a very easy example. तो चलिए मैं आपको सिखाता हूँ रिक्वायरमेंट कैलकुलेट कैसे करते हैं। सबसे पहले मान लीजिए आप फर्स्ट ईयर के स्टूडेंट हैं। अब फर्स्ट ईयर में आपके टोटल होंगे 100 नंबर, हर सब्जेक्ट के 100 नंबर। अब इस 100 में से 60 इज फॉर थ्योरी एंड 40 प्रैक्टिकल। अब सबसे पहले मेडिकल फील्ड का आपको पता ही है 50% मार्क्स रिक्वायर्ड होते हैं पास होने के लिए। जैसे बोर्ड्स में 33% मार्क्स रिक्वायर्ड थे, वैसे मेडिकल फील्ड में 50% का क्राइटेरिया होता है। तो 50% आपको चाहिए। अब ये 50% मैंने पहले भी बताया, आपको थ्योरी में भी स्कोर करना पड़ेगा, प्रैक्टिकल में भी स्कोर करना पड़ेगा, और फिर दोनों को मिला के भी 50% स्कोर करना पड़ेगा। तो अब प्रैक्टिकल में 40 मार्क्स का प्रैक्टिकल है, इसका 50% हुआ 20 नंबर। अब ये 20 नंबर आपको लेने पड़ेंगे। These 20 marks you have to score. आप प्रैक्टिकल में पास हो जाएंगे। उसके बाद में आते हैं थ्योरी के ऊपर। थ्योरी 60 मार्क्स की है। इस 60 में से 20 मार्क्स के हैं इंटरनल और 40 मार्क्स का है एक्सटर्नल। अब इस 20 मार्क्स को आप पूरी साल में स्कोर कर सकते हैं, और इसके लिए आपके दो एग्जाम जो लास्ट में एक्सटर्नल के एग्जाम्स होंगे, एक्सटर्नल एग्जाम 1 एंड एक्सटर्नल एग्जाम 2, वो देने पड़ेंगे। तो अब ये 20 नंबर आपके, जो मैं पहले भी बताया था, दो बेस्ट इंटरनल सेलेक्ट होंगे, 2 बेस्ट इंटरनल्स विल बी सिलेक्टेड। तो ये 20 मार्क्स उन दो इंटरनल्स के 10-10 नंबर होंगे। नाउ लेट्स कम टू इंटरनल मार्क्स। ओके, ईच इंटरनल विल बी ऑफ 40 मार्क्स and total 3 internals will be in your whole year, out of which 2 will be selected, the best 2. Let's suppose in first internal you got 36 marks, in second internal you got 28 marks out of 40 marks each, and in third internal you got, let's suppose, 32 marks out of 40. Now let's suppose the example, in both the internals, best 2 internals, you got 36 and 32 marks. Now divide this by 4. 36 divided by 4 is 9 and 32 divided by 4 is 8. Now add these. After adding you will get 17. Now subtract this 17 from 30. Remember this 30 and remember this 4 only. 2 steps and addition. You will get 13. Now multiply this by 5 and you will get your requirement. Simple. Now let's understand this 65 marks. Now let's come to external. You got a requirement of 65 marks. Now there will be 2 exams for external, 100 marks each. you will have to score this 65 in these two exams. Meaning you will have one exam, in one exam you will have to score 32.5 marks out of 100. 100 में से 32 नंबर ही आपको लेने हैं. You will pass the subject. Now you will have 3 internals in total and the best 2 will be selected. And you will have 2 external exams in which you need to score the passing marks requirement. And then 2 practicals with half syllabus in each of them. In both the theory exams of external, you will have half syllabus in each exam. And in both the practicals, you will have half practical syllabus in both the exams. And for internals, the syllabus will be 30% in first internal, 60% in second internal, and 90% in third internal, and then 100% in externals. Now you might be wondering how much marks are considered as good. Well, a requirement of 60 is considered very good, meaning 36 marks in internals. But at least you should get 80 marks requirement, meaning 28 in internals. Now let's talk about why this requirement doesn't matter for toppers. For students aspiring to top, passing marks doesn't matter really. Why? Because you should focus on mastering the subject and not just scraping by. Your goal is to deeply understand the concepts, read knowledgeable books which will help you. Now you will think that books are a waste of time, but trust me, पढ़ा हुआ कभी waste नहीं जाता. So while passing marks is important, pushing for excellence is even better. Now let's talk about GPA. Now after you pass your year, means you are in first year, after you pass your first year, you will get your scorecard in which a percentage or a GPA will be given. It is considered good to have a GPA between 7 to 8. You can score above 8.5, very good. If you can score above 8.5, even better. Above 6.5, you are eligible for every master's exam, every government exam, every private institute. Now let's talk about why I made this video. I made this video to explain passing marks requirement calculation, as I will be referring to this requirement in my future videos. I will be suggesting you the resources, the books, the notes according to your requirement. What to study, what not to study. I will guide you based on these marks only. So thank you. And if this video helped you, please hit the like button, share it with your other veterinary friends, and don't forget to subscribe to VETS Duo. And until next time, study smart, stay awesome. Thank you.